As you gather with your family this week, there is one Houston couple that will never take family for granted. They worked so hard to have their first child and again to have and to save their newborn twins. Reporter Christy Myers has a closer look at a story of thanks.
Anjanette Whitener smiles with joy and relief as she holds her new babies.
It's just amazing that they're okay, and I'm so glad. It could have been so different.
She and her husband Daniel are still reeling from the 2 years it took to give them life and then to keep them alive. August and Maggie's story started here.
Okay, so we've got the embryos in here.
The Whiteners' embryos, but Michelle Munich is on the table.
Good. All right.
Michelle is a gestational carrier. A gestational carrier only carries Daniel and Anjanette's embryo. They are the biological parents. That's different from a surrogate who donates her egg and carries the baby, and that's rarely done now in Texas and in other states because of legal issues. They found Michelle Munich through an agency representing gestational carriers. It was Michelle's first time as a carrier. Why have someone else's baby?
One of our friends just kept having miscarriages, and I finally said, I'll do it for you. I'll carry your baby.
Michelle, who has 2 children of her own, went through the embryo transfer with her husband Tim by her side.
There's another nice heartbeat. So we got 2 nice heartbeats. That's a good...
Michelle got pregnant with the twins on the second IVF, and a friendship between the couples grew as well.
I call her up, okay, she's like, oh, I'm so happy. I'm like, yeah, I feel like crud.
August and Maggie were born in September, and Anjanette and Daniel took them to Austin to see family. But at 3 days old, Maggie...
That's when her color went completely jaundice, and she was just went limp.
At the same time, August spiked a high fever.
I said, look, emergency, I need directions to the nearest hospital, and there's 2 ladies were standing there, and one of them says, I'm a neonatal nurse.
The nurse gave Maggie oxygen while a helicopter and ambulance arrived. Anjanette flew with Maggie. Daniel rode in the ambulance with August.
I thought she was going to die.
She almost looked dead.
And she almost did die.
Both newborns had bacterial meningitis. Doctors said during the childbirth, the babies were exposed to a common intestinal bacteria which caused a rare form of the meningitis. For weeks, the babies fought the disease. Finally, they began improving.
It's been a testament of God's grace, and I want that to be known.
3 weeks old, the babies were well enough to come home. Doctors believe they're okay, though they'll watch them closely. And Daniel and Anjanette are finally savoring a homecoming that was a very long time in coming.
We love it. We love it. We're so happy with this. We're just going to take it one day at a time.
Christy Myers, 13 Health Check.
That's right.
Well, those babies' meningitis was extremely rare. Only 25 cases have ever been reported. But AJ and Daniel have just learned from their Houston neurologist that the babies may have escaped neurological problems, and their future now looks excellent.